Greetings. Welcome to Growth Hacking Show, where we have real estate investors, CEOs, entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs come and share their success stories, their failures, so that way they have paid the price, so you don't have to. In case you don't know me, my name is Mohammed Siddique. I'm the co-author of New Success Secrets, available on Amazon, right from Atlanta, Georgia. Today, I have a very special guest. She is no other than Lovitsch from Jacksonville, Florida. However, she is in multi-state. She is also in Georgia, investing in real estate in Jacksonville, Florida, with a dream team of 15 plus people, and in Savannah, Georgia. And we are going to find out how she picked up these two different places, beautiful places to invest, and what her experience is. That the whole purpose is she can inspire you. If she can do it, and she is a part of a national group of real estate investors, probably in your town, they are in right now at the moment of this recording, they are in 52 plus cities all around the United States. So where you can actually meet local investors from your own community, how other people are doing it. Here's the best part. You will not be alone. They are willing to pull you up and actually hold your hand and do it, meet them week after week, go to their property tours, attend study groups, and arrange money, arrange funding partners, find other dream team members, you name it all. Whatever is needed to be successful, they have it right in your own backyard, and you may not be even aware of that one. Lisa is the product of that process. And I'm a student. That's why I'm trying to bring Lisa and other people learn with you directly at this time while we go through the interview. That's why you joined us to watch together. Please join me to give a warm welcome to Lisa Lovitsch. Lisa, welcome.
Thank you, Sid.
Lisa, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to get into real estate investing?
I've been surrounded by a lot of people. My parents have been large investors as well. They've been, my father's an accountant, my mother is an interior designer, and so what makes me is a combination of those two. I understand the numbers, I understand the beauty, and that's a very unique characteristic.
So being a daughter of accountant and the daughter of like a designer, so you understand the numbers. That's key. Know your numbers. And you understand beauty. So when did you get started in real estate, and what was the share with us the first deal? How did you learn all that? And first deal, first deal, we never forget anything we do in the first time in life.
Yes, I got started. I was a teacher for 18 years. And then I decided that I had enough and that I wanted to grow my retirement account. And the only way to do that was to find things like real estate or see another side of myself, which is the creative side, to be able to put that into action. So I bought my first house. I actually did it off of a credit card, which I don't recommend, but it's amazing how you can do a lot of things. This was back in 2005, right before the market decided to take another turn.
Yeah, so you bought on your credit card, okay?
So
how was the experience of that whole till you exit from that one? Good, bad, ugly?
It was actually very good. I had also purchased another property at the same time, and that one wasn't so good. So the first one, though, that I did on my own, because I kind of knew what I needed to do, turned out to be very good. I just recently sold that project, which was my very first project that I had bought. And I was able to sustain through the recession just by holding it a little longer. Most people think if something's bad, you need to hurry up and get out. Sometimes in real estate, it's waiting it out is the success there.
Wonderful. Lisa, you shared with me before we came on this call that you specialize in tax liens, REITs, REITs, fix and flip, lease options. Many people call it buy and hold. So which one is your favorite? And at one time, how many you are into everything, or just like focusing certain things in certain years?
My favorite, since I'm a hands-on individual, I like to fix and flip. So I like to take the, worst house on the best block and make it look beautiful, like as if it never had any issues.
Wonderful. That is amazing. So how many properties you have done in Jacksonville and Savannah? Just share with us a little bit more.
As far as number of properties, I've done a lot more of my properties in Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, here's one more. Okay.
Yes, there is one more. That's where I started my business back in 2005, was in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then I moved down to Jacksonville. And when I got down to Jacksonville, it was an entirely different market. As you know, that's more of a retirement state.
Yeah.
So the numbers were different. So I had to learn a whole new strategy on how to fix or flip or work houses. So I've done probably over, I know it's going to sound crazy, but about over 5,000 homes.
5,000 homes
Mm-hmm.
in 10, like 13, 14 years, almost like 15 years now.
15 years, yes.
That's amazing. So what brought you to Georgia, Savannah?
Well, it's funny because when you're a self-employed person, you have to use certain strategies in order to purchase a house. And because the banks were a little more confused as to who actually can buy a house or that have the income to support that, self-employed people have a little more difficult time acquiring a mortgage. They think maybe you should just pay cash like you do everything else. But
Okay, that brought you to Savannah?
Yeah, so I actually in Jacksonville, Florida, I wasn't able to get the house that I really wanted. I also saw that the value on those houses weren't as good as those that might have been in Georgia. So I got a bigger house in Georgia for less money than I would have in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah, you wear your real estate investing hat every time, even for your own place.
Every time.
Cool, every time. Yes, that's great. So Lisa, you mentioned you are a teacher. So what class? Like elementary, high school, middle school?
I actually did all grades. I started third grade when I got out of college, and then I did all the way up to collegiate level, using the sports as a collegiate level coach.
Oh, wonderful. So that's being a teacher and being a real estate investor, doing tons of properties. That's almost 180 angle difference. And many people who are a teacher are like a working mom or working job as a man, anywhere. They think, oh no, I feel safe in the job, and then I can't make a shift. It's too hard. I can't do it. And you know what? She can do it. I can't do it. What would you tell that person to hop over on the other side and try something?
I think the best thing you can do is know your talents, know what you're good at, and stick with it. So if you're good at, in terms of real estate, if you're good at talking to people and getting people to do the job for you, then absolutely, that is a strategy. If you're someone that likes to be hands-on, then you might fit in that fix and flip role very well, because that is a hands-on. If you're someone that can direct things, as a teacher, I've always had to direct kids in areas and locations and how to do things. So I'm used to having a hands-on approach as a teacher. So that fit in really well for the fix and flips.
So, and how about buy and hold? Many people can actually buy one or two properties and can hold, get cash flow forever and build wealth, because over a real estate may go up, may go down. Yes, it's absolutely right. However, eventually it's a ride, it comes up back again. If you are leasing to someone for 5 years, 10 years, then going down doesn't really affect you because you're still getting the same rent,
That's correct. And
Yeah.
I always say that if somebody bought their first house, instead of trying to, unload it or sell it really, I would just put in a renter, as long as you're able to connect with the people. For a long time, I was in Jacksonville, Florida, and I was still running my company out of Chicago. I would take quarterly flights up there to check on things. That's a tax write-off and a deduction for you. Making sure that my properties were intact. I also connected with a lot of professionals up in that area that could help me when I was not able to be there. So again, connecting your network and your team is extremely important.
Wonderful. That really becomes handy because you are a part of a real estate community which is in 52 plus cities as a national. However, you got the local power in you can joint venture with them and all. So of course you learned it from from their community. So how valuable that education was for your success in real estate?
I think it was one of those things where it helps you to just have the confidence to move forward. We all have confidence. Sometimes we just need someone to either hold our hand, give us an encouraging word and saying, yes, you can do this. And then also stepping out of that box and actually doing the project. That's huge because a lot of people have that fear of, oh, what if I make a mistake? We all make mistakes. In fix and flip, the first mistake you might make is that you spend too much money and not get the return. So I think that education was important. It just helped me to give a good balance to what I already knew.
So Lisa, based on your experience, what are the top 3 missteps to avoid? So we want to learn from your experience. I'm sure you are welcome to share your own mistake if you're willing to share. It's okay. What are the top 3 missteps to avoid to grow your real estate business?
So I kind of led into that with the last comment I made. With the fix and flip, it's really easy to spend a lot of money to fix everything. The most important thing, and I would say that new investors do this all the time, is they put too much money into the project. You need to cap it. You need to find a dollar amount that you're willing to spend that makes sense in terms of the sale price. And then also, knowing your numbers. Okay. So another mistake is in fix and flip, it's not what you sell it for, it's actually what you buy it for. So you need to buy it at the right price. And then the final thing I would say is having the right agents to maybe help you or other team members to help you. If they're not willing to help you as a team, you're never going to grow. If they're always taking from you, you will always be the last one without anything. There's no success in that. So you kind of have to help your team to understand that if we want to do multiple deals, then this is the price point. If we want to do one deal, then you're going to charge me the highest price possible. And I'm not looking for those team members.
Wonderful. That's amazing. So what are the top 3 success secrets for your real estate success?
I think the top 3 is 1, I had the initiative to go ahead and do it. I think Nike has that commercial where they say, just do it. I mean, I'm going to support that effort as well. Just do it. Try it. You're going to learn more from trying than you will from just sitting there on the couch and saying, oh yeah, I don't think I'll be able to be successful. Number 2, find somebody that maybe can be your super fan, as we call it, encourage you, make you feel like this is a good investment that's going to support it. And then also, I think the last thing is sharing, sharing that information and saying, hey, what have you found? Or talking to people that maybe have already done this and saying, well, what has been successful for you? What has not been successful? And what do I need to avoid? I always ask people, what should I be careful of before I actually get into it?
Yeah, wonderful. Lisa, you're watching this, you might be wondering what that is. Lisa is a part of this EPIC Real Estate Investors Community. Is nationwide, is a national one. And if you're thinking what is the EPIC is, E stands for education, P for
Correct.
properties, I for income, and C for community. And
I
it's
like
not a national community, it's a local community right in your own town. Once you're a part of that one, you can actually invest wherever you like to. So Lisa, how are you growing your real estate business portfolio right now?
Well, I have, honestly, in the last 5 years, I have built up my portfolio. So I basically took all my properties from Chicago and I've transferred all of my wealth down to Jacksonville, Florida. And I am at over $1 million.
Oh, wonderful. Congrats.
Thank
Teacher
you.
made $1 million, is that right? And still going strong, is that right?
Correct. That
Yeah.
is correct.
Thank you. Congrats. Thank you so much. And how people who are watching this right now, how they can support you?
I mean, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'm a teacher by trade, so I'm not someone that likes to stash all my information. Sometimes having a, even a, a cocktail at the end of the night, just saying, hey, look, what have you found? Just a conversation. Just a simple conversation is going to reveal a lot of information. So I'm always open to having a conversation with somebody.
Wonderful, wonderful. So people who, so you see that now, if you are watching this still right now, says, I don't know if they are in my town or not. It's okay. Go ahead and actually, there's a link somewhere in this video. With this one, click on the link and fill up the information, and then we will actually contact you with the local office. Okay, wherever that is in the US, then hey, you can go to your place and actually start learning. And they have whole weekly workshops all over United States in 52 plus offices. It's local.
Right?
Yes, local. Come on, in your own town.
Yes.
And many people are has taken advantage, like Lisa did. I did. Now it's next to you. So that way, not only Lisa has made $1 million, you can do it too. Because many people like Lisa in that community actually want to support you to achieve what you want to achieve. So you're not alone. So Lisa, as we are about to wrap up, what would you say as a final word?
I think be true to yourself, know what your skills are, and just go after it.
Be true to yourself. Be yourself. Be authentic. That's what the word is. So thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Show community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Wishing you good luck, good sales. I do hope our path cross again with another amazing guest. Until then, all best wishes.
Thank you.